Good day, everyone. It is nice over here for you and I because learning never ends and education is the key to an impactful life. My name is Anthony Nathaniel. Good day, everyone. I welcome you to the second episode of our data processing for SS1. And this particular episode, we'll be dealing with digitization, digitalization of data. Now, basically, digitalization refers to the process of converting information into digital format. So that is what this digitalization means. And this digitalization, it might look like a bogus term, but it's actually very practical in every sphere of our life. Digitalization can also be seen as integration of digital technologies into everyday life. In the 1940s, the um, the electronic devices were mostly analog, but nowadays we have digital devices, which are devices that work based on ones and zeros. So you should have heard of the fact that computers can either be on or off. So that is why we have digital technology. Now there are different types of devices that operate on this digital technology. Example of those are your microcomputers. These microcomputers, they are the small gadgets we see in our world today. Like these your laptop and all these devices like this. We also have the laptop. It's also a digitalized a digitalized device because it can perform operations without showing without readings on the counter. So these are digital devices you can see on the screen here. Your microcomputers, they are basically your smallest type of computers. They include your desktop computers, your game consoles, your laptops, smartphones like this, then and personal digital assistants. Then we also have the mini computers. Mini computers, they are a class of multi-user computers that lie in the middle range of the computing spectrum between the smallest multi-user systems and the largest single-user systems. Now, just in case you don't know, the smallest multi-user systems are called mainframe computers, whereas the largest single-user systems are called microcomputers. So these are mini computers. These were kind of computers that were used in the 1960s and so. So they were actually large compared to our today's standard, and they were in the middle of between. They are like medium size. We also have the mainframe computers. These ones were the largest. They were created to distinguish the traditional large institutional computers. So these were used by institutions like your NASA and all those census bureaus. Then we also have the data parts and components of data. Now, let's talk about the components of data of data parts in a computer. Now, basically, the components of computer, these are basically the components. You have the processor. This is what first major component. Then you also have the memory, which is like an intermediary component. Then we also have the external. External is like the one we see. It involves our output and input. Now, when we talk about the processor is like the core of the computer. You've probably heard of all these core i5, i7, and so on and so forth. Those are the names for the processors, and the larger the number, the more capable they are. Now, this processing occurs in the control of the computer, and this control, everything like this is located um in the control unit. Now, and the control unit is also located in the central in the system unit rather in the system unit. Now, this system unit, it is that rectangular box that you can see in a desktop computer. Now, this processor, it has many different parts. You have your data parts, you have your programmable registers and special purpose registers. They are basically where the data passes through. So all these arrows, they are representing those data parts. These arrows represent those data parts. The next we have the memory. This memory is how large it is determines how much information you can store in your computer. So if your memory is very large, then you can be able to store a lot of data in your computer. And also the memory is also very much related to the strength and power of the computer. Then we also have the external, which involves the external are divided into the input devices. These are the input devices like keyboard, mouse. Basically, they are used for giving information to the computer. Then we have the output devices like the monitor, the speaker. They help us to communicate with the computer by telling us what the computer has done. So the computer does what it does and gives us output. So basically, this is what we are covering today in this video. Now I'll talk about the system unit, right? Now the system unit contains the central processing unit. This entire processor, they control the data part, and everything is contained in the system unit, and it's called the brain of the computer. Now this is as far as we can go for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope I will see you in the next episode. And before you go, you can also try this question. This exercises. Number one says define digitalization of data. So explain the history of computer development, state the components of computer, and state types of computer. You can comment the answers you can give the answers in the comment section of this video, or you can send it to the number in the description of this video. Thank you for watching, and see you next episode.